YouTube, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Miracle Kia. So, today I'm going to be telling you guys about how I became a playwright for a play. Me? Really? Alright. So, it all started on December 31st, 2000, and what year was that? 2013. Wow. But, anyways, it all started on that day. I went to New Year's Eve service because we had one at our church, of course. And I was planning on going to 2 services that night. Well, that was my intentions. Because I wanted to go to my dad's church, and then I wanted to leave his church and then go to my church. So, what happened was I never made it to my dad's church. I happened to go pick up my cousin, and then by the time I did that, it was time for us to get ready for my church. So, I did all of that, went to go pick her up, and we went to church. And in the service, an apostle said she wanted to pray for me. So I was like, no, I want her to let her pray. So then she was praying for my hands, and I'll never forget it. And she had me open my hands up, and she was looking at them, and she was like, you're going to make money with your hands. And I'm saying to myself, well, you know, maybe it's hair, because I like to do hair. So maybe it's hair. That's what I'm saying to myself. But anyway, she was like, yeah, you're going to be making money and all this. And she was saying all that stuff. And, you know, she prophesied a whole bunch of stuff. So, like I was saying, she prophesied a whole bunch of stuff over my life. And, you know, I'm just like, okay. So, it was January, I want to say the 3rd. I worked before and after school. So, I was always getting up early in the morning to go to work for before school. And then, of course, I went home after that. And then I went back to work. But anyways, so January the 3rd, I went to work. I was on my way to work. And I had to be there by 6:20 a.m. in the morning. So I would always leave the house around like 5:30, 5:40. And I always played my worship music on the way to work. Okay. So this particular morning, I was playing my worship music, and I promise y'all, I was sitting in the car by myself. Wasn't nobody else in there with me. And that's my first time that I can remember. You know, my first time I remember God speaking, and I can really hear him. So I heard, you want to write a skit, but I want you to write a play. So I was just like looking around in my car. I mean, of course I'm just looking. Okay, I'm like, dang, who said that? So, you know, I'm still listening to the music and stuff. It's worship music, so I'm still listening. And or whatever, and I heard it again. So I was like, okay, who in my car? I ain't say that, but I was just like, okay. So then I kept listening to the worship music, just kept listening, and I was just like, okay, I'll play. I was like, I can't write no play. I was like, I'm not about to write no play. No, I'm not about to do it. I was like, I couldn't even comprehend in school. You talking about write a play? I'm saying all of this to myself. I'm like, no, I'm not about to do it. So I'm sitting there, I was like, okay, a play. What can I name a play? What can I even write about when it comes to a play? So I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, okay, I don't know what to, even write about for a play. I don't know what to do. So then that's when I was just like, okay, I was like, a play. So by that time, I ended up at work. So I'm at work and I'm just sitting there, waiting for the kids to come in. They was coming in, as their parents dropped them off. So I'm just sitting there and I'm just like, a play. I was like, I'm making it about young people. So I'm just, young people's cry, And then the same voice, the same exact voice that I heard it again. And I was just like, okay. I was like, young people's cry. And that's when that same exact voice said, death has no age on it. I was like, death has no age on it. So keep in mind, I ain't know, if it was going to be a physical death or a spiritual death. I ain't know what it was going to be at all. So I was just like, okay, death has no age on it. I was like, okay, that don't even sound right, but okay, whatever. And, so I'm sitting there at the table. I write the name down, of course, so I wouldn't forget. So I write the name down. In that same voice, I start hearing characters. Like, the first character I heard, the first name, and then I kept hearing more, and I started writing. It's almost like I can hear what I'm writing. I can hear what the person is saying while I'm writing it. So I'm just like, okay. All right. So, I'm just writing. And I'm just like, okay. So then I wrote that I think I finished the first 2 scenes of the play at work that morning. And I finished because, like I said, I was just like, okay, death has no age on it. I don't know whether somebody's going to die spiritually or physically or physical or not physically, but physical. But anyways, I didn't know. And nobody's going to know until they go see the play itself. But anyways, I'm just sitting there like, okay. So then I go home. And, I couldn't write at home. Like, when I was by myself, I couldn't write, like, peace and quiet. And I went in the room by myself and all that. I couldn't write. Like, I didn't hear nothing. Nothing at all. But for some reason, like, every morning, because that's when I wrote it. Every morning when I would go to work, I would hear it again, like hear the same voice and, more characters and what it's saying and all of that. I could never write when I was home. I always had to write it at work. So, I wrote like 2 more scenes at work that day, the next day. And, I want to say I skipped a couple of days. And because I didn't hear nothing. Keep in mind, I would never write when I didn't hear anything. So, I skipped some days because I didn't hear nothing. So then, when I started hearing again, I started writing again. Which was strange also, but okay, whatever. So then, I started writing. Altogether, it took me 2 weeks to write the whole play. I wrote the play and, I showed it to my apostle and all of that stuff and let her go over it or whatever, And then I ended up getting a guy from my church to help me edit the play and, do all the stuff that I had to do to it or whatever. So, I was just like, it only took me 2 weeks to write that whole play. It was 8 scenes all together. Death has no age on it. Is it a spiritual death or a physical death? Who knows? We'll see. But I wrote that, and, it was all good and dandy. And then every time I would try to get the play out, like, stuff would happen. I mean, not stuff like bad would happen, but it was always something coming in the way of me trying to get this play out. So I was just like, I didn't think nothing of it, because I'm just like, maybe it's just happening. So, stuff always came up when we would rehearse and, all that kind of stuff was going on and, all that kind of stuff. And so then I want to say about a year and some change went past. So then I started working on it again and, get it back out and stuff. And it didn't go well for whatever reason. I don't remember. So I ain't about to pretend like I remember. So it didn't go well. So then the third time, I went to go try to get it out. And I'm just like, okay, so everything seemed to be going smooth. Like, smooth and dandy. Like, real smooth. Smooth. Real smooth. So, then that's when, I had my, I was planning it out. I had my little auditions for my new characters and all that kind of stuff. And it was set to have a meet and greet August the 17th, 2017. I was set to have my meet and greet because I had all my characters. Excuse me. I had all my characters. I had everything going. So I was just like, okay, a meet and greet. That's fine, Danny. So August the 10th is when I ended up in the car accident. And if y'all don't know about the story, it's down below. Go in my little storyline with all my videos and y'all find it. But I ended up in a car accident. And I was unconscious for 2.5 weeks. So I experienced the death and didn't even realize it until now. I experienced death has no age on it. So I experienced all of that, went through everything, still going through stuff, but minor stuff. It's not real big no more. But I'm not there, but I'm almost there. So, which is good. So my play going again, like after my accident, I had it up and rolling again. So I'm just like, okay, up and rolling, okay. So I'm thinking, it's gonna go. Like rehearsals was going good. Some rehearsals I was iffy, I ain't see the vision. Then when it started getting closer to the time, I started seeing the vision. Like, I started seeing everything come out. It's almost like what I wrote on paper was coming out in live reaction. Like, I'm just like, whoa. Like, I had to catch myself. Like, God help me. Jesus. But, okay. Anyway. So, then I'm just sitting there. I'm like, okay. So, then all of a sudden, COVID-19 want to come and ruin the party. Why? So, COVID-19 came. My play was scheduled to come out April 18th. Now, it's not because the lady called me and told me I had to cancel it and push the date back. So, I ended up pushing the date back. Okay, I pushed it back to June 27th. Then she called me again and said that the date got to get pushed back again. So I'm like, okay, now what I'm gonna do? Cause I'm really like, I'm starting to really lose people at this point. I mean, half of the people, I ain't gonna say half, like two people probably, well, I ain't gonna say probably, they can't do it no more because I had to switch it to September 26th now. So, if the COVID die down completely, it will be coming out September the 26th, 2020. If not, God got his own timing when it's going to come out. And when he wants his people to see his vision and see, because it's his vision, not mine. It's going to all come to pass regardless of who wanted to come to pass or not. Regardless if I wanted to come to pass or not. Because I wanted to just give it all up. I ain't even going to lie to y'all. Like, even though all of this stuff took place, you know, and I told myself I wasn't going to do it. I didn't want to do it no more. I just didn't. And I really, like, laid across my bed and everything. And I was just like, I don't want to do it no more. I told myself that. I said, I don't even want to do it. Like, I don't want to do it. And then I lied to y'all not. I wish I knew how to pin the message, because I would pin the message. But I'll probably screen record it or do something, put it in this video. I had somebody text me on a Sunday from a whole nother state. Text me and tell me, don't give up on my play and all this stuff. You know, they were saying the vision that they had. Keep in mind, I didn't tell the person that I wanted to stop it, that I didn't want to do it no more. I ain't tell the person that. I just, you know, I ain't tell nobody. Only person knew was me and God. I'm just like, I don't want to do it. And, you know, a whole bunch of other stuff took place too. Because even with me wanting to give up another time, a second time, that I asked God himself, like, is you going to punish me for not doing this? Like, I just want to know. And then that's when I received a phone call on a Sunday. Once again, it's always been on Sundays that people contact me. And I had a call. Somebody said that they can work as my team and sent me everything. Sent me what I needed and all of that. So it's going to come out regardless. Whether I wanted to, anybody wanted to, or whoever don't. Regardless of the fact, it's God's vision. God's going to get it out one way or the other. I got shirts and bangles and all that stuff, you know, on sale. And, you know, this. Matter of fact, I got a shirt on right now. But, yeah, it's, you know, but, yeah. It just says death has no age on it and isn't going to die. But it's real. The shirt is like a year old because I got it last year. But, yeah. So, I hope y'all like this video. I hope I got some understanding of how it became a play writer for one play, because I don't see myself doing no more. It's a lot of work. A whole lot of work, especially when you're dealing with people. It's a lot of work. But yeah, I hope y'all like this video once again. Like, comment, and subscribe. And let me know in the comment section if you think it's going to be a spiritual death or physical death. Till then.